Dr. Glenn Livingston from pay-per-click-search-marketing.com. And I wanted to talk to you today about a very interesting conversation I had with Howie Jacobson from AdWords for Dummies. And Howie and I were talking about reducing unsubscribe rates. And Howie said he found a way to reduce his unsubscribe rates to nearly zero. And it works in a market where your customers are particularly valuable to you, and it's very consistent with what you might have been reading about hyper-responsive marketing from me. Inasmuch as when you really do the math and you analyze most businesses, you'll find that approximately 5 to maybe 10% of your customers are responsible for almost half your business. When you look at that on a per web visitor basis, it actually turns out to be about 1 in 2,000 visitors turning out to be responsible for almost half your business. If you don't believe me, look at the previous posting on pay-per-click-search-marketing.com blog. And so people like Howie and I, who are going directly after the more hyper-responsive marketer that empathically bonds with us and is worth an awful lot of money to the business, we don't want to lose that 1 out of 2,000 customers. We really don't. And so Howie has his whole marketing machine tuned so that the people that are subscribing are those hyper-responsive people, and he wants to make sure he doesn't lose them. And so he takes a couple of minutes in the morning to write them personalized email responses. Now, before you say that's crazy, before you say that's too much work, and in some businesses it really is too much work, but for a moment, let's talk about what those 3 minutes do. Because that personalized response says, this is a different type of business. This is a different type of email that I just opted into. I've got a personal connection with this person. I'm going to pay more attention to every email that they send afterwards. I'm going to pay more attention to every video they send, to every audio they send, to every marketing communication, because this person cares. And if you think about where people are in the marketing cycle when they're searching, when they're doing a pay-per-click or organic search, I always say people don't like to search, they want to solve. They're in the state of frustration, and there's all this noise coming at them and all these different vendors saying, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. And what they're looking for is to get out of that situation. They don't want to be searching, they want to connect with a solution, because searching is painful, solving is pleasant. And so anything you can do at that moment when they are imprinting upon you, when they're looking to find the person who's going to be their mommy, so to speak, in that given market for that given problem, anything you can do to immediately distinguish yourself as having those points of difference is going to motivate them incredibly to stay with you. So I just thought it was a particularly interesting model that he developed. It's not for everyone. And I think that it's something you apply to only a certain portion of your funnel, to the people that have gone through a couple of hoops before they get to that inbox for you. Because if you do that with really unqualified prospects, you're going to drive yourself crazy. However, I can say, having audited hundreds of accounts now, that the people that are succeeding big time online, and particularly in a pay-per-click environment, are the ones that seem to be providing more of the personalized touch. And the people that are doing what I did early on and some of the mistakes I made, which are trying to hide behind the computer screen and let the electrons make all the money for me, even though the electrons can automate a lot for you, the people that are hiding like that are having a harder and harder time. So I thought it was worth sharing. I hope that it was important to you. If nothing else, I hope it stimulated your thinking. Come see more videos, get some more free audios, learn how to flood your site with hyper-responsive visitors, pre-sold on distinct advantages only you can deliver at